Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to Follow Sketch February. Today is February 14th, and this is the sketch. Now, I did choose the hearts on purpose because it is Valentine's Day. I'm not doing a love page. I am scrapbooking my birthday photo from last year when I wore my tiara to work because that's how I roll. So, that's what I'm scrapbooking. As you can see, I've got a lot of papers and things already pulled out, and here is the sketch right here. I kind of love this sketch. It is pretty awesome. It is by Scrap Friends. So I've got all my stuff out. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I am starting out with this beautiful pre-made mixed media background paper, and I decided that I needed to add a little bit of gold sparkle to it because why not? So I am using my favorite gold mist. This is Ornament Gold Chroma Mist from Brutus Monroe, and it just adds the nicest little bit of sparkle and shine. So I'm going to put that off to the side a minute to let it dry, and then I'm going to start to kind of work on my layout. Now, originally, I thought I am going to use this really beautiful dark blue backgrounds paper and put a border around this background because I love that. Like, I love the pop of the dark color contrasting with the white and then that dark color on top of the layout again. I think that that is a gorgeous combination. However, I do follow the sketch in the ways that it has strips of paper up at the top of the layout and at the bottom of the layout. So instead of leaving this completely bordered paper on the layout, I end up covering up the top and the bottom portions of the border. So ultimately, I only have two strips on the left and right hand side of the layout showing. Now, some people might say that that is a waste of paper. Some people might say you could have just cut off little strips, and I definitely could have. But I wasn't exactly sure how I was going with this. So as you can see, I was kind of trying it out, how it looked with the border around it still. And I didn't like the way that it looked. So I decided to make my paper go all the way from the left-hand side of the page to all the way to the right-hand side of the page. And that was just a decision in the moment because originally I was going to have that complete border around because I think that that's striking right there, right? Like that is striking. But then, you know, things change as you start to add things onto your layout. And I definitely wanted the strips up here, and I did not like the strips with the border. So one of them had to go, right? I either had to decide, okay, well, do I still want the border all the way around it, or do I want the strips? And that was me staring at that for a hot second, deciding, yes, I want the strips. That looks better to me than the layout without the strips. And of course, I'm deciding this all before I even have the layout put together, right? So you might be like, Sandy, you made the wrong choice. I might have, right? Like, if you were putting together this layout and you wanted it to have the border, then by all means do that border. I just didn't want to. And I'm happy with this layout. And I think once you finish the video with me and you see the layout, you'll think it looks pretty good too. Now, I love scrapbooking, you guys. I love scrapbooking all kinds of things. And I kind of, my thought just left me. Wow. Okay. I am actually off of work today. I, woke up, got ready, and decided to do this voiceover first thing, and my mind is all over the place. I've started this voiceover 3 times, and you guys know I just kind of turn it on, voiceover, and let it go, unless something weird happens and I'm like, ugh. So there's been a couple times, twice now, where I've been talking and immediately the thought is in my head and it's gone. And I'm like, oh, goodness. So I started over. And then one time Christopher called, and I don't have my phone. It is downstairs. I am upstairs doing this voiceover. So I answered it on the iPad, and that messed it up, and I couldn't get a good place for my voice to stop and then restart and kind of splice in the second part of the voiceover, so I had to restart then. So this is the fourth go at it, so we're just gonna keep on going. And I don't know why I just sat there and explained all that, but there it is. So hopefully you can see where I am pulling elements out of the sketch for this layout. Even though my photo is on the opposite side, and even though my photo is larger, and even though my photo is not in the same orientation. I'm definitely taking the doily out. I'm taking, you'll see there'll be some frame, or I'm using a frame right now, but you'll see that I pull out some tags. I've definitely got the florals. I'm kind of making my paper layers similar to what is in the sketch. So I'm trying to get a very similar feel to the sketch, but I'm also trying to be true to me and how I want this layout to go. So that frame right there that I cut off, I actually pulled off some of the layers of chipboard so that it would be a little bit thinner and I wouldn't have to deal with the bulk. And I cut off the decorative bit of the tag and put that there, and now I'm going to overlap two tags. And I was just trying to figure out where I wanted them to overlap and how I liked them where its tag angles met up. So that was me messing around with that. And I'm going to tuck this up underneath of the photo, very similar to what is going on in the sketch. Except in the sketch there's only one tag, and it does have a naked tag hole, people, and my tag holes are not going to be naked. So I figured out exactly where I wanted it to be there. And then I'm thinking, okay, do I want to add another tag here? Like, do I kind of really just go all out with the tags? Should I put it on there? Like, where is the place that this tag should go? And honestly, I don't remember. I guess I do put the two tags on there. I was like, I don't remember if I put the tags on there because I scrapbooked this layout a couple days ago. And I'm just now getting to the voiceover. So I'm going to go ahead and put two tags up here as well. I have covered up a lot of that golden doily now, and I'm okay with that. Now I'm just trying to bring in other elements and have lots of fun little layers and little bits of things to kind of see where I want them to go. One of the things I do like doing is taking two kind of fishtail banners and overlapping them a little bit and having them tuck under things. They could be going in any direction. They could come to the left, to the right, up or down. That really doesn't matter to me, but I really do love the little bannery bits. Now, since I already had the space over here with that pre-made kind of mixed media right there, I decided that I needed to have something going on over there as well. And as you can see, I am just not finished tucking things underneath of the photo and creating paper layers. So I am repeating some of the elements over here on this little side that I have over on the big photo area, right? So like I have the same kind of label. I brought in that gold and white fishtail banner. Like I want there to be continuity. And then I'm like, okay, now I need to bring in the decorative bits. So what decorative bits am I going to bring in? I'm like, the gold tipped things for the florals definitely have to come in. I'm pulling out my pink paisley sticker book, which has indigo and ivy and auburn lane stickers in it. Look at that. I remembered both of the paper collections and I struggle with that. So go me. I used up just about all of my indigo and ivy as soon as I got it. Pretty much for auburn lane too, but indigo and ivy has been one of my favorite paper collections. Right? And if you asked me to lay out all of my favorite paper collections, they are vastly different from each other, but I like them for different reasons. But indigo and ivy was definitely a favorite. So I am going to make sure that I have these stickers down. I'm going to use a couple little pop foams to give it a little tiny bit of dimension. because this is a very flat layout. There are tons and tons of layers, but they are very flat. Nothing has really been popped up or anything like that. I'm going to bring in some of these tiny words because I love decorating with words. Plus, I feel like putting that right there over the top of those tags kind of integrated the tags even more instead of them, you know, just kind of sticking out of the page. And sometimes I feel that way when I'm layering things up and I tuck things under and I'm like, is this really here because it adds, or is this really here just to have something coming out of here? Does that make sense? And if you're putting things on there just so you can have something coming out of that space, hey, more power to you. And I do that plenty of times. I'm just like, something needs to be here, so I'm slapping something there. But it kind of felt like these tags up at the top were a little disjointed from the rest of the layout for me. It might be because of the color, because there's kind of that dark khaki colored tag up there, and I really don't have, it's like the only dark khaki colored tag. So I felt like it was kind of sticking out like a sore thumb a little bit. Even though all of the colors kind of work together and meld together, it felt a little disjointed. So those little tiny word stickers are going to make it work for me. Now, I solved that problem because I felt like my paper was sticking out so far and I needed to bring more elements on that side because the paper was sticking out like a sore thumb like that. I tried different things, a couple stickers. You saw me like figuring out if there was something that needed to go there, and there really wasn't. So I went ahead and tore that paper and was happy with it a lot more, right? Like a lot more happiness. So now I am adding in this little framey bit, and it's just giving me a little bit more color over on the side and a little bit more interest. I'm sorry if my voiceover seems a little bit distracting right now. I have an eyelash bent into my eye and I can't get it to unbend, so I'm constantly being poked in the eye right now through this thing, and I've got tears running down my left eye. It's a whole situation, but like I said, I'm not doing this voiceover again. So there we are. So now I am bringing in letter stickers so I can figure out what my title is going to be, and honestly, I don't remember what the title is. I'm spelling out day here, but something else is going to go there. I don't remember what I put there. Favorite day, fabulous day, happy day. I don't know. One of those words is going to go on there. What word goes? Happy. There we go. I knew it was going to be one of those words because those are words that are always in tiny word stickers, and they're always something I can throw on there. I'm also going to add in some enamel dots right there. And then my naked tag holes can't be naked, so we're going to solve that problem. But first, more of these sparkly gold enamel dots. Oh, my word. My eye is just watering like a faucet right now. Okay, so this is crochet thread. And I am going to tie a couple of tiny little bows and place them in the tag holes. Could have put ribbon in here. I could have put an enamel dot on there. I could have done anything just to make sure that this tag hole was not naked. But I'm going with the cute white little bows because I think that that's going to go, right? Like it kind of feels like this could definitely be a bow layout. The tags were a little floppy, so I needed to add a little ATG underneath of them to hold them. And then there we go with the bow. I just put a little dollop of Nuvo Deluxe adhesive in the center of the tag hole. And, oh goodness, sorry guys. And that is what works, right? Like I cut the tiny little bow, dollop the glue, tap the bow into the glue, and leave it there, and it dries and it holds it. So it is a nice, strong bit of glue to hold it there. Now I am going to go ahead and do the tags down here as well. Now, I will tell you, I did toy with the idea of taking the tags off of the bottom, but I felt like then the photo would have been so top heavy with embellishment, it might have looked like it would fall over. So I decided to leave the tags down there because I covered up a good amount of the mixed media that was already on this page. And I thought taking the tags off would show some more of it, which it would. But like I said, it still felt like it would feel like it would fall over. So the tags are staying, and I have 4 bows on this page. And that is completely good with me. So I love how this layout turned out, you guys. I just do. I am stupid happy with it. I love all the elements of it, and I am ridiculously happy that this voiceover is over because now I can go check out my eye. What an awkward voiceover, huh? Anyway, this is me. And there will be more awkward voiceovers in the future, and there'll be more great voiceovers in the future, and there'll probably be more ranty voiceovers in the future too. I've never been as ranty as I was the other day. I get on a soapbox a little bit. Yes, that other day I ranted. I make mistakes. I do all the things. So this is me if you're new, and that's just how it is here on this channel. But I really appreciate you spending the time with me, listening to me run my mouth, watching me scrapbook, hanging out in the Facebook group, and ordering from my website. I appreciate it all, you guys. You have no idea. So anyway, that's going to do it for this layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.